Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking you on an incredible 6-mile run through Nuuk, Greenland's vibrant capital. This run isn't just about exploring the stunning landscapes, it's also part of my training for the Big Cottonwood Half Marathon coming up on September 14th. So if you're into running, adventure, or just curious about this unique Arctic destination, keep watching. Good morning from Nuuk, Greenland. Yes, I'm in Greenland here on August 12th. AKA it is the middle of summer and it is 39 degrees Fahrenheit right now at 7:30. That is super cold for me, so I geared up. Remember, no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing choices. So I have here a long sleeve running shirt. I even put on my Lululemon Waikiki running t-shirt just as an extra outer layer. Of course, I have my running tights and gloves. We're 4 weeks away from the Big Cottonwood Half Marathon, and I'm going to go ahead and run 6 miles today. This will be a little interesting with the pathway because I'm not even sure where I'm running exactly. The city is about like 3 miles long. So what do? Do I run around the city like 2 times? I'll somehow try to squeeze 6 miles out of this run this morning. Nuuk might be one of the smallest capitals in the world, but it's packed with culture, history, and some seriously breathtaking views. I started my run along the waterfront, which is one of Nuuk's most iconic areas. The harbor is bustling with activity, from fishing boats coming in with today's catch to locals enjoying the fresh Arctic air. Running here, you can really feel the pulse of the city. Then I headed into the city center. First mile down, kind of easy there, like over 10 minutes per mile. So there are a lot of rolling hills. See, I just got turned around there. I already ran this earlier. So I'll be able to cross the street and go left. I headed back towards the coast and was able to relax running downhill. It had been a childhood dream of mine to visit Greenland, and now I couldn't believe I'm training for a half marathon here. All right, turning around and I'm gonna go back up that hill. Otherwise, I'm glad that it's sunny today. It's the first time I've seen the sun in my 3 days here in Nuuk. All these rolling hills are affecting my splits. Mile 2, there's like 10:06 or something. Katuaq is Nuuk's cultural center and one of the city's architectural landmarks. This building is the heart of Greenlandic culture, hosting everything from art exhibits to concert. The design is inspired by the northern lights and the Arctic landscape, making it a must-see on any visit to Nuuk. It also has a nice cafe where we had grabbed coffee and a snack platter on our first afternoon. Yet another hill. I haven't ventured out this area of Nuuk before. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like it's a residential area. Oh yay, I'm gonna go downhill now. So that'll be nice. Nice way to recover. Mile 3 was 10:29, so those hills definitely took up some time there. Running through this part of Nuuk, you really get a sense of the city's deep roots and how it has evolved over the centuries. And like those training runs in Denmark and Iceland, I always try to incorporate some historical or cultural learning. It adds an extra layer of meaning to every mile. I continue this path along the coast. Here we go with another hill. Surprise, surprise. And there goes my pace. All right, I think see peak there. We'll probably turn around. Oh my, what a view. So this is what the Atlantic Ocean looks like from Greenland. Just taking a moment to recover from that hill and enjoy the view. Originally this was supposed to be like a cutting back type workout, but of course the rolling hills, I decided to change that and just run by effort. Plus, this is my last day in Greenland, so I better savor it. All right, little breather over. Gonna run downhill. We're almost at mile 4, which means I probably should start heading back to my hotel. That's our reward for going uphill. The downhill portion here is just gorgeous. Mile 4, 10:41. I think that's by far my slowest split, but I had way more hills in that last mile. But first, we're going to head towards Hans Egede House and through the old Colonial Harbor, where you can see traditional Greenlandic houses and the Nuuk National Museum. This area feels like stepping back in time with its preserved buildings and historical significance. Stopping in front of the Nuuk Local Museum, which is a cool museum about the history of the world's most northern capital city. Climbing back up to the city center now. Got 1.5 miles left. Here's the Nuuk Center, which is a shopping center. We had checked it out, and it reminds me a lot like a mall. Look, my childhood was in the 80s and 90s, so I love malls. I ran by the Katuaq Cultural Center again. Gee, I could go for another lunch, but it's too early. This short strip of walkway was flat, so I actually ran up and down it a couple of times to increase my mileage, since I would have fallen short had I went back to the hotel. Mile 5, 10:33. I actually ran up and down the street here just to create a little bit of extra mileage because I'm running out of real estate here, but now I'm heading back. The loop through Nuuk not only gave me a great workout, but also an intimate tour of the city's most iconic sites. This run was a perfect part of my training plan for the Big Cottonwood Half Marathon, combining the endurance I need with an unforgettable Arctic backdrop. Yay! I get to run downhill for the last part here. This has been quite a run. Just so happy that it's almost done. Because my hotel was located by the harbor, I noticed that there were passengers walking around, as Nuuk is a port of call on the Arctic cruises. I feel fortunate that I got to stay for a few days in Nuuk rather than just being a day tripper. Here we are, back at Hotel Søma. Only have like 0.02 miles left, so I'm just gonna do loops around here in the parking lot. Oh, actually, no wait, I'm done. And there we go, 6 miles. Originally it was supposed to be a cutback workout, but I ended up turning it into a rolling hills workout and keeping it easy, just going off by effort because those rolling hills were killer. There's something about running in a place like Nuuk that stays with you. The combination of natural beauty, rich culture, and that sense of isolation, it's truly one of a kind. And it's these unique experiences that make training for a half marathon all the more rewarding. I can't believe I had over 400 feet in elevation. It was a beautiful day for running. The sun is out. It was cold at the start, but once you start moving, you start getting warmed up. And I got to see Nuuk in a different light. I really like it. As I had gotten accustomed during my 2.5 weeks in Denmark, Iceland, and Greenland, I had a big post-workout breakfast. The Nordics sure know how to do breakfast with their hearty portions of meats, pastry, and yogurt parfaits. I hope you had a chance to watch my other videos on my half marathon training in Denmark and Iceland. From historic landmarks to cultural centers, every mile of this run was a reminder of what makes Nuuk so special and was a wonderful way to end this running vlog series in the Nordic. I'll see you next time from the Big Cottonwood Half Marathon on September 14th.